Here at Alternate Reality, we do multi-day sale-oramas every single month featuring different items here at the store. This month, we're doing the Action Man sale. What's the Action Man sale? Every single action figure I've got in the store is buy two, you get a third one free. That's McFarlane Spawn, McFarlane Sports Figures, DC Direct, manga action figures, kids action figures, gaming action figures, Marvel Select. All of my action figures are buy any two, you get a third one free here at Alternate Reality. Don't you miss it.
Try something new in your life. Get into DC Comics. And here to help you, it's Comic Book Man and Bo with some comic book news.
Look, Scoop, I can't keep bailing you out of trouble. The front office is on my neck. I don't know how much longer I can keep them off.
DC News, episode 26, Exit the Come Over.
Hello, all you little people out there. This is Alex Ross, Comic Book Man, and I'm being joined by
Bo, who doesn't have a nickname. I'm just Bo.
Bo the Mope.
He gets louder as he gets taller.
And we're up here on Olympus. We're doing DC Comic News.
Here's a bulletin from the newsroom. It is being reported that Free Comic Book Day will be returning on the first Saturday in the month of May. As they have in the past, Alternate Reality, located in Mount Greenwood, will once again be participating. To repeat, Free Comic Book Day is returning on May the 1st, and Alternate Reality will once again be participating. We will, of course, break back in if there are any updates to the story. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
And our first story will be Mark Schultz. Mark Schultz is writing another fine issue of...
You don't have a prop for this one. What's wrong with you?
Where's your epic voice?
They haven't even shipped yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
Okay, well, we're talking about Mark Schultz's.
Mark Schultz
First Wave next. What's going on with that there?
He was going to write the Spirit
Was he?
series for First Wave.
What
Now
happened with
he's only doing 2 issues.
2 issues? Oh.
Because he's busy. And
You
so
see my
after
nose
this
like
point, we don't know who's doing the book past issue 3, which just wonders for shipping schedules, doesn't it?
Yeah, well.
It's good when the news doesn't know.
In his first 2 issues, however, he will introduce a new version of the octopus who won't look anything like Sam Jackson.
Oh, I know the octopus. I'm the octopus! I don't fix everything! Ain't everything!
whatever.
Now, the other book in the First Wave series is
Yes.
Doc Savage, who's going to be written
Doc.
by Paul Monmouth, who's actually this
Yes.
big, huge Doc Savage
I
fan.
stutter?
And his first arc will take place all of it will happen during one night.
Yes.
It will be introduced to Pat Savage, who apparently Doc Savage fans think is an amazing person. Because she's a girl.
Yes.
A girl. And
Okay, Dr. Smith.
he says he's going to be around for a while, but I don't know. Schultz bombed out after 2 issues, so who knows what the hell's going to happen. in
Golly, Dr. Smith, what's our next story?
that. Well, Billy.
William.
William.
Didn't you ever watch anything in the 60s? You grew up in the 60s.
Yeah,
Next up, we've
I'll
got...
take a shower.
Next up, we do have Unwritten. That's right. Ah! Unwritten.
Pee Wee Herman just came in.
It's not written.
The second
Still
year of
waiting
the
for the
Unwritten title will basically show the debut of a new Tommy Taylor novel.
Tommy Taylor.
It'll also return to London, and we'll see some characters that we haven't seen since the first couple of issues.
Yes.
And we'll see an arc centered on, of all things, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Yes, there'll be a lot of whales in this 3 or 4 issue arc. And we'll get a history of the characters Savoy and Lizzie.
Will there be a 64-issue epic telling you how to tie a knot?
Oh, hell no.
Like in Moby Dick?
By the way, kids, I hate Moby Dick. It's one of the worst novels ever written.
You know, I said that because I knew that would be a segue for him to go on with his Moby Dick rant.
I hate it.
DMZ number 51. Dan Sweet, Sweet Dan Sweet's favorite book. Number 51 will start a 4-issue story arc called
MIA. It'll
MIA.
show the guy here on the cover, this little guy, he's basically our version of Jeffy. But he's Maddie. So they actually could probably
Maddie
hang out
Ross.
together.
Okay.
But it'll be a 4-issue arc showing him wandering around the quiet part of the city trying to figure out what his purpose is. Now, Brian Wood says this book's only going to go to 70, so we're at the beginning of the 3rd arc on this book. And once 70 hits, the sucker's gone.
Gone forever?
Killed.
We hope all you little people out there in TV land are not upset by that. But you'll love this. We don't have a graphic.
We don't have a graphic for
Ethan
this.
Hawke is prepared to pitch a graphic novel to Vertigo. What is it he's going to pitch?
He hasn't said.
I took
but
the whole story away from me.
He hasn't said, but he really wants.
That's
to do
all he
a
wrote.
comic. He wants, and he's already written a couple of novels. I think he's written 2 novels.
2.
And he was in Training Day, but he wants to write a graphic novel for Vertigo, which is still.
I want to be king of the world.
Well, but you know, he's an actor, so.
Oh well then.
They're not going to turn it down, so that means it's going to happen.
Is he going to give a box of crayons to write it with?
It could be.
Oh, it'd be
well, no,
good.
he's written 2 novels. And
Has he?
Yes, and apparently the novels weren't horrible.
Were they lousy?
No, they were very well received.
They weren't horrible. They were lousy.
But before they shipped, they went. An actor wrote these are probably going to suck, and then they read them and they went, "Damn, these are actually good."
Damn, these are actually good.
That's exactly the words.
Just like
It actually
that.
was, "Damn,
these are actually
good."
He was in Explorers, you know.
Yes, he was also in Explorers. I really thought that movie sucked, by the way.
So, well, you know, and you don't like Moby Dick. You don't like Moby Dick. You don't like Explorers. What do you like?
You know, the thing about Moby Dick was you spent 35
Oh,
pages
geez.
teaching me how to tie a freaking shoe! It was a pointless book!
So anyway,
Yes, that was his impression of Angry Bo.
of you, of Angry Bo. Yes, Angry Bo. So, if you like that, if you like it, that's
You still haven't figured out what it is yet? www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the Star's website and read all the DC comic news that Bo sends me that I post up. So until next time, this is Comic Book Man. It's real little now with Bo. We're really almost so like Comic Book Big, don't I? And what do you have to say, Bo? Bye! My beautiful wickedness!
Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.